What up, Dokkaners? Big breaking news, big bad breaking news on the JP side of the game, if you catch my drift. TURLES looks like it's going to be the next Dokkan Festival coming up for JP. This is huge. I'm excited for this because we have not had a Dokkan Festival level TURLES in a long time. The last one was the movie boss lead with the transformation, the EZA recently. This is absolutely awesome for multiple reasons. Number one, TURLES deserves more. Number two, an extreme unit getting a Dokkan Festival. That's a good one. Number three, this unit has amazing support potential, plus big bad bosses. There's just so many good things for this unit and we don't even know about yet. So let's just dive in and do some speculation. Global has not yet received any news on their next Dokkan Festival, but again, as I've said before, it's either going to be Super 17 or Kale, most likely Super 17. So the main focus right now is all about JP Dokkan. This is going to be their next celebration after Golden Week, and they're still going to have a couple more things going on before we ultimately converge back together for the worldwide download celebration. So this celebration is going to be taking the place of last year's Resurrection F Blues. So in a sense, you're replacing one Saiyan for another. In a sense, you're replacing one Goku for another. I don't know. But this is the Dokkan event teaser. Overwhelming power strengthened by the fruit of the divine spirit tree. This is Google translation, so it's going to be a little bit loose there. Challenge the super decisive battle with the cruel crusher. You know, crusher is definitely part of it. But yeah, this is obviously going to be TURLES. This I don't know. Someone said it's like this planet is ripe for the taking or something like that. I don't know. But this is basically just the Dokkan event teaser. So they're going to be jumping into their next celebration on the 30th of May, which is when Global will be receiving their celebration as well. But what can we take from this? What can we take away from this? Well, number one, this is the next Dokkan Festival, so you can bet this is going to be a nice, juicy 200% leader skill. So my question to you guys for this video is to post your best guess for an early draft of the 200% leader skill. I just threw this together. I didn't even think about it. This is probably not the most optimal way to set this up. I imagine there's going to be a new category. Potentially, maybe there won't be. There could be a new category. I'm just going to go ahead and say there's a new category. My only concern with constructing a leader skill for this unit is that I feel like it's going to be awfully similar to the LR Cooler. LR Cooler and TURLES do have some very similar leader skills, or just categories in general. So actually, let me pull up Cooler. Let me show you what I was actually thinking, because I think my first idea for a leader skill was basically this. Yeah, terrifying conquerors and movie bosses was literally what I was thinking of for the 170%. Obviously, the 30%. Actually, transformation boost does work for TURLES, I believe. I think does the AGL TURLES get a transformation boost? No, he does not. So transformation boost doesn't apply. But the terrifying conquerors and the movie bosses does. So I would say maybe move the movie bosses over to the 30% support. Terrifying conquerors can remain at the 170. So there's a little bit of overlap, but that's just kind of unavoidable. If we look at the various other leader skills, what else can we throw in here? I mean, low class warrior, yeah, sure. I mean, low class warrior kind of works as a 30% as well. So that's kind of why I put these two here. And then it really just depends on what this other leader skill could be. We're now starting to get 3 leader skills as the primary 170%. We had Gamma Dos get it. We had Piccolo Jr. get it. So it's not uncommon for Dokkan Festivals to receive a 3rd leader skill up at the top here. So if you want, you could even say new category, Terrifying Conquerors, and one other thing, Space Traveling Warrior. But then at that point, you're kind of looking more at a Ginyu type unit, because Ginyu has a similar makeup in terms of leader skills. Let's go to Space Traveling Warriors and find Ginyu. So at this point, we're kind of like oversaturated with very good leader skills for Space Traveling Warriors and Terrifying Conquerors. This guy leads Terrifying Conquerors at 30% to say Space Traveling. So yeah, we're kind of reaching that point, but still, you can't say no to more extreme units. That's kind of been an ongoing issue lately. We're getting a lot of good super units because, of course, there are more heroes than villains, more marketable units anyway. And when you look at the extreme side, there's just really nothing. Now, you could also say that we already kind of have some good TURLES units, so maybe this wasn't the right choice. But at this point, I'll take anything, right? TURLES Army, fantastic unit, both in terms of abilities and support. EZA AGL TURLES, fantastic units in terms of leader and support. And now this could allow for some of these other TURLES units to receive their EZAs as well, namely Giant Ape TURLES, Tech TURLES, Int TURLES. All of these different units need EZAs so badly. And this is actually one of the best units in the game in terms of combination of links. You have 2 of the most potent links in the entire game together. This, I believe, is one of either 3 or 4 units in the entire game that share both big bad bosses and Saiyan Roar. The other two, I believe, are Saiyan Saga Vegeta, the giant form Vegeta, and Baby Vegeta. I think those are the other two units that have big bad bosses and Saiyan Roar. So the potential for some nice power can come from these two links together. Also, it allows for more versatility in terms of other teams. So I would love to see some EZAs come from these. This is a World Tournament acquired unit, so this is not outside the realm of possibility at this point, given that we have now been going into World Tournament level EZAs. This Turles could most definitely receive one. And this is a pretty nice setup for an early 2017 Turles unit. This is a pretty good setup. 60% stats for 7 turns, high chance to stun, pretty decent. And look at the links. Big bad bosses on a free-to-play unit. Very good. The Int one, kind of bad. Int one's actually really bad, but he'll be a nice support, I think, with an eventual EZA. Key +3 attack +20 for all allies, so I could imagine this becoming like a key +3 attack +40, defense +20 for extreme class allies or something like that. I don't know. So yeah, these guys will definitely, hopefully, get something. This unit also is very notably known for receiving a Dokkan Awakening using this. So this Fruit of the Loom medal comes exclusively from the Tree of Might story event and the Hero Extermination event. This event, I would not be surprised, would receive some sort of a revamp, which would then allow for the Crusher Core to actually get some sort of an update. Because this unit drops as an R, he amounts to nothing. So perhaps they give, oh wow, 30% damage reduction when guard is activated. That's actually pretty good for an R unit. So these types of units could receive some sort of an update, perhaps a TUR or some sort of Dokkan Awakening. Same with this guy. What's his name? Diaz? Days. Okay, sure. That guy could get something. There's an SR Turles in here who pretty much just amounts to nothing. I don't even think he's even a good super attack fuel for other Turleses. But yeah, you need 35 of these things to awaken him to the SSR. That's insane. So yeah, this event is in desperate need of an overhaul. 11 stages of a whole lot of nothing, so hopefully they will do that. And those types of EZAs that we were discussing before could spell good things for the extreme class in general. This would be a very good thing for the extreme units in general. Even if you don't summon for the new Turles, Int Turles will provide nice support. Even if you don't have that, the free-to-play Turles will be a nice substitute for some big bad bosses on some, you know, Terrifying Conqueror space traveling teams that you might be trying to put together. This is going to be a very fruitful celebration, pardon the pun, for Dokkan in general. Now, in terms of what else we can expect to see, it's really just up to Dokkan what they're going to do at this point. So I leave the speculation up to you guys. There's not much else we can say at this point other than I predict the typing will be tech, just because, or maybe actually physical. You know what? Let's just change it to physical. We haven't had a physical Turles yet. So this is my final prediction. Physical Turles, new category, Terrifying Conqueror, Space Traveling Warriors, if you want to include that. E +3, 170%. Extra 30 for movie bosses, low class warriors. And then if you want to say some EZAs, I'm going to say this guy gets an EZA. This guy potentially gets an EZA. You could even, I think it might be too soon. Could it be that maybe this guy receives an EZA? I don't know what they're going to do. We'll have to wait and find out. So that's it, guys. Thank you so much for watching. If you enjoyed the video, be sure to leave a like down below. Let me know in the comments your craziest predictions on what is going to be coming up with this JP Dokkan Festival celebration. Are you happy with a Turles Dokkan Festival? Are you sad? Did you want something else on the JP side? Do you think that this is going to ultimately be a good thing for Dokkan because more extreme units, more support? Do you think this is going to be a bust? Let me know all of your thoughts in the comments down below. Also, be sure to subscribe for more Dokkan content in the future and click the notification bell so that you'll let YouTube know when I see more of my stuff. Do it! Thanks again. Stay tuned and remember to Dokkan responsibly.